Hey there, and welcome back to Etta Financial. I'm Lauren Guest, your financial unity coach. I have created this space to help wives show up to their marriage with confidence and with grace. Today, we're going to talk about anxiety and finances. So, I am no stranger to anxiety. When I was young, I was always concerned about what other people were thinking. I was concerned about keeping others out of trouble. I always wanted to make sure I stayed out of trouble. I was very anxious about these things, to the point that my parents were concerned. My parents, they took me to church. They gave me extra chores to try to keep my mind off of it. They talked to the counselor at the school. They, bless their hearts, they prayed for me constantly, and they could never figure out what was going on. So finally, they decided it was time to get professional help because I was losing sleep. And as an 8-year-old, they were losing sleep too. And so by the time I was 9 years old, they decided that I needed to go to get professional help. And at that point, I was diagnosed and medicated for anxiety. The enemy is no judge. He does not care how old you are. He does not care what your skin color is, if you're male or female. It doesn't care. Whatever he can do to get you. I was very ashamed, and to the point that I filled my medication bottle with water. That medication, my parents had to make extreme sacrifices to pay for. And so obviously they were upset whenever I filled that bottle with water and ruined all the medication. But I was very ashamed of that. And finally, I was able to be weaned off of that. But in that time, I was weaned off the medication, but I still wanted to fill that void. And I filled it with hobbies. I filled it with work. I filled it with friendships. I filled it with even guys. I would fill that. And I'm sure you can relate. You have filled your schedule with appointments. You have stayed busy. You have maybe you're diving deep into your kid's life. You filled your life to try to run away from that anxiety. And that doesn't work. We all know with our minds that doesn't work. You see, I was baptized at 8 years old. I was baptized at a young age, and the enemy already tried to attack me. That was a spiritual attack from the enemy, and you cannot convince me otherwise. When a 9-year-old is medicated and diagnosed and medicated for anxiety, who was baptized when she was 8 years old, that is a spiritual attack from the enemy. And I hate this for people. I hate this for every woman, every man that ever has to deal with it. And I'm here to tell you that you can be set free. It's a daily mission. This is a daily mission. I laugh because my husband and my boys will ask, they can tell if they are with me throughout the day and they see something's not right with mom, not right with wife, they know. They'll ask me, they say, "You didn't get your time with Jesus this morning, did you?" And I'll have to be honest and admit no. And that is what causes me to be so anxious and so paranoid and so irritated about things. So this is a daily mission. I have been set free, and I will continue to be set free. There is no more stronghold over me, but there is a daily mission that this has to take place in. I found relief in prayer, in devotions, a huge relief in group studies. I'm part of a women's study here at our local church, and that has been a huge motivator for me. Excuse me. And then also through self-study, reading scriptures on my own. And but you may be asking, why are we even talking about anxiety? Well, in my experience, anxiety roots itself in everything that you do, every aspect of your life. And your anxiety, when it is unchecked, may very well be causing your financial fights at home. Recognizing this and finding your piece in that is what is going to make that next step. Maybe that's the next step that you need to take. That doesn't seem like it goes with your finances. Like when somebody's like, what steps do I take to get my finances in order? And somebody says, if you have anxiety, check it. That may not seem like a practical step, but it is. It is, because that anxiety is rooting itself in your finances, in your marriage, in your family, and gone unchecked will continue to do so. So if you have any questions on this, please feel free to email me or message me on any platforms, or leave comments down below, because I would love to talk to you about this.